And welcome to this over 10-year rivalry between the between the Deltona Wolves and the University Titans. I am your broadcaster, Jacob Reedy, here with Adam Black tonight, and we're going to watch if the University High School can take down the Wolves on their senior night.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, Jacob, this is a long-time rivalry between all sports, between the University Titans and the Deltona Wolves, going on probably since this school has been built in 2010.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that we're just so close to each other as schools. I mean, it's essentially like, what, 10-minute drive to get to Deltona from here?
Not even.
Picking up and throwing away your trash at the end of the game. At this time, would you please stand and remove any hats for the playing of our national anthem?
A beautiful tradition, the national anthem. So, coming out today for your University High School Titans, number 1.
Now for our teams. First for the
Interrupted by Miss Hahn. She'll be doing the job for me, I guess.
Number 7, Cheyenne Clanky. Number 10, Kiara Squo. Number 12, Lexi Obermeyer. And number 14, Abby Williams. Deltona starters this evening. Number 2, Morgan Noel. Number 3, Keynes New York. Number 4, Veronica Puckett. Number 5, Kendall Donahue. Number 8, Leilani Green. Number 9, Caitlin Pertel. The Lady Wolves are coached by Ms. Megan Wilmot.
And that was your Deltona Wolves. Now for the Titans.
Number 2, Olivia Hall. Number 3, Daliana Garcia. Number 9, Aiden Perez. Number 15, Grace Minette. Number 17, Jeriel Soto Chavez. Number 20, Melissa Rego. Number 23, Aaliyah Smith. And now your starters this evening. Number 1, Jocelyn Garcia. Number 5, Katie D'Souza. Number 6, Tegan Sullivan. Number 7, Jeriana Fabry. Number 16, Tracy Caldwell. Number 18, Emily Deese. And number 31, Leonce Pinetto. The Titans are coached by Ms. Amanda Dissinger and Mr. James Dysinger. Let's have a great match this evening, ladies.
And that was your University High School Titans coming out on the court, as you saw. And we are prepared for a good matchup here. Deltona coming into this game 4-10. Your Titans 3-9. And as all teams make it to districts, the Titans are looking to play their last regular season game here.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, it is senior night as well for these Titans. And they would certainly be hoping to come out with a win, as they'd like to get some momentum going into the districts, and as well as this is their senior night.
And so the teams will do their separating chants and head to their bench. And here's another look at your starting lineup tonight. Freshman Jocelyn Garcia, accompanied by senior Jeriana Flaverly and senior Leonce Pinedo. Also following are Tegan Sullivan and Katie DeSosa. And finally, coming off of an injury, Tracy Caldwell.
And so as we get set here, that will be Garcia, the freshman Garcia, serving first for the Titans.
And she is obviously looking to get an ace here to start the set off right. Ball is hit over, set, or bumped. And it's going to be blocked by the Titans at the net, leading to a Titans score. That's going to put the Titans up 1-0 here. And as this set of 5 gets started, the Titans off to a good start. Bumped again. And it's going to be forced over the net and out of bounds on Deltona. It's going to be another Titans point.
Yeah, it was a good set there for Deltona, but it's a little bit too much power on that spike and out of bounds.
And Garcia is going to be serving once more. Over the net, bumped, set, and blocked. That's going to be blocked by Tegan Sullivan for the Titans point.
Yeah, great job there by Sullivan, giving them no chance to get that ball over the net.
So now Garcia serves for a 4th time. Ball is up into the hands of Deltona's libero. And over the net by Veronica Puckett. Back over by Sullivan. And then back over by Flaverly. It's spiked, and that's going to fall inbounds for Deltona and lead to their first points of the night. Your score 3-1 early in this match. And now the Titans are going to be forced to play some defense here. This is going to be Caitlin Purtle serving. Ball is over into the hands of Jeriana. Set by Garcia, and over there by DeSosa for a kill! What an amazing play by DeSosa. She saw that free space in between the libero and the 2 front side defenders, and she managed to just sneak that ball in there, and now she's going to be heading behind the court for her chance to serve. Yeah, like Titans up 4-1.
Yeah, like you said, able to place that ball just in between their defenders, and nobody's able to get to it.
That's going to be a set over the net and into the hands of Jeriana Flaverly, who put it back over for another Titan block, putting your Titans up by 4. And they're going to get an ace out of there. So what the Deltona Wolves were trying to do there is something that's called a decoy play. She wanted to make it look like she was setting the ball, but she just tossed it over the net. Unfortunately, Flaverly was there to intercept it. DeSosa's going to put this ball way out of bounds, and it's going to fall back into the hands of Deltona. A little too much power on that hit out of the junior.
Yeah, maybe she was feeling a bit confident, especially after that last serve.
And so now Grace Minton is going to check in. The sophomore is going to be taking lead next year for this Titans team. And that ball is not going to make it over the net, and that's going to lead to a Titans point.
Yeah, 1 serve too short, 1 serve too deep.
Your Titans now up 7-2, and this is going to be Yarelis Soto Chavez checking in behind backcourt. She's going to serve it, and into the hands of Libero. Blocked over by Caldwell, And that's going to be determined as a Deltona point. They said that there was a foul on Caldwell, presumably there. And so now Deltona is chasing by 4. Ball is over into the hands of Leonce to Chavez and into Flaverly, who hits it to the libero, and they're not going to be able to get that ball back over, ladies and gentlemen. Not after a spike like that out of the senior. And that's going to put the Titans up 8-3.
Yeah, with the power she put on that one, there is no shot you were getting that back over.
And so now Leonce is going to be checking in the backcourt. Pinetto, the senior, gets the ball over. Some confusion by the Wolves. Ball sent back over into the hands of Grace. Back into Garcia and over by Pinetto, and it's going to fall out of bounds for the Titans, leading to another Deltona Wolves point. Let's put your Titans up by a lead of 4, and this is going to be Olivia Hall checking in place of Pinetto. So now with Titans having 3 seniors and 2 freshmen in this game. Flaverly's still going to be able to get that ball over. It does not matter. Your Titans lead 9-4, and that's going to be a kill out of the senior there. I just like the note. I love what Jeriana did to her hair. It matches so well with her uniform. And she's going to take the backcourt now. Ball is over, and it is going to fall out of bounds for Flaverly. And now the ball is going to fall back into the hands of the Wolves. Still chasing by 4. Your Titans up 9-5.
Yeah, but she's got huge power on those hits, but she's got to tone it down the serves.
That's
and a great dive there out of the Sosa.
A dive out of the Sosa, but unfortunately the Titans cannot capitalize on that save, and the Wolves are going to be able to get a kill there.
Yeah, great effort there by De Sosa, but unfortunately just in a favorable position for Deltona.
Ball's over, and it's going to be a free ball. Flaverly's going to set, and it's going to be tossed over by Garcia. The Wolves setting it back, and it's going to be a crowd shot by Chavez into the hands of Flaverly and over. Set by Deltona and hit over by Puckett. Up again by Chavez. Set by Flaverly, and Garcia's going to get a kill. She managed to hit that sweet spot just like how De Sosa did earlier. And now Caldwell is going to be checking out, and Sullivan and I believe Dees is going to be checking in. Dees in the backcourt.
Yeah, and it takes some real focus between all that back and forth action to try to get a play to go your way.
Now Deltona's going to get this ball over the net, and it's going to fall out of bounds for another Titans point. This is going to put them up by 5, and I believe this is their greatest lead of the game so far. So the Titans spreading out that point differential 1 by 1 into the hands of Puckett and hit over into the hands of Hall. Flaverly sets, and it's going to be knocked over by De Sosa, blocked by Deltona. Flaverly gets it once more over to Dees the libero. De Sosa again, and Deltona can't block twice, and so that ball is going to be another kill by De Sosa. 2 on the night so far.
Yeah, great play there by De Sosa. Deltona was able to block it, but ended up falling back on the court.
Dees is going to get that ball over. Set and spiked over. Flaverly sets it to Garcia. And the Wolves look to block again, but they can't. The Titans are just slamming that ball a little too hard into this Deltona team. And now they're starting to catch on to some of these points. Up by 7 here. Ball's hit over by Dees. Crowd shot and bumped over by Puckett into the hands of Hall. Flaverly decoy sets, and that's going to be another Titans point. Flaverly looking to rack up some more points. It's going to be a Deltona timeout. Let's see if they can regroup.
Yeah, it was a great play there. She, as usually, the defense is expecting a spike, but she was able to just tap it over the net right where they weren't expecting it.
And we are back after that short timeout break. D's still looking to set, and the Titans have been running a 6-2 tonight, which means that they're running 2 hitters, but they've only really been utilizing one, and that's Jeriana. And so now the Titans are going to get an ace out of a Deltona defense that was not ready to start that set. It's going to put your Titans up by 9, 15-6. D's gets it over. A dig by Puckett. Set and spiked over, and it's going to be blocked by the Titans, and that's going to be bumped over by Puckett into the hands of D's. D's to Flaverly. Flaverly to Sullivan, and Sullivan's going to get a spike there, and that is going to be a good series of events for the Titans, putting them up by double digits.
Yeah, when that ball was set, it certainly looked like it was going to go back over towards the middle of the net, but no, it's to the outside and be able to get spiked down for an easy point.
Going to be blocked by Sullivan for the kill. What a shot out of Sullivan there, the junior. And she's just showing why she's been one of the most valuable players to this team this year and how she's going to have a dominating senior year.
Yeah, that is exactly what you want out of a block.
So the refs are going to call handling there, which essentially means Tegan caught the ball and then threw it over instead of hitting it over. But that's just a very good show of her athletic skills out on the court right there. How high she can get and how she can get her hands up to that ball is really impressive, and that's why she plays such a great role as a middle.
Yeah, she was certainly looking to block another one there.
Hall to Flaverly. Flaverly sets it to DeSosa, and DeSosa does a decoy shot there. And so essentially what that does is it makes the opposing team look like she's going for the kill, and then she's just going to slowly bump it over into where they vacate. So now this is going to be Garcia on the serve, back to where she started. Deltona's going to get this ball over, looking for a decoy shot into the hands of Pinedo. Pinedo to DeSosa. DeSosa gets it to Puckett, who does a hammer shot over to Leonce, and that ball was falling out of bounds and actually hit the feet of Pinedo. And so now that's going to be a Deltona point. Just a miscue there by the senior. She didn't think that ball was falling as close to her feet as it did. Sosa's going to do a back shot into the hands of Pinedo. Pinedo trying to recover. That ball's going to get sent over into the hands of Flaverly. Flaverly to Garcia. Garcia with a decoy shot into the Deltona libero. And it's going to be spiked over, or decoy passed over by Puckett. Puckett gets blocked by the Titans, and then Deltona goes for a block and gets it. Now Garcia sets to Flaverly. Flaverly looking for the kill, and it's going to fall out of bounds for the Deltona point. Deltona now closing that lead a little bit. They were down by 11 at one point.
Yeah, again, just too much power on that. We know Jeriana has a cannon of an arm, but there's just too much and puts it out of bounds.
It's going to go from DeSosa to Garcia. Garcia to D's. D's over the net. Into the hands of Deltona, and decoy passed over. Flaverly's going to knock that ball over. Keeping it inbounds this time. Back to the Titans. And a beautiful set out of Garcia to Sullivan there. What a series of events for the Titans. A brilliant play. That's going to be the set into the kill out of the junior freshman duo.
Yeah, and I mean, that was an amazing set. That she would have put that over behind her head for the kill.
And we're going to be seeing a lot of that, and that's going to be a campfire ball out of Deltona there. We're going to be seeing a lot of that next year because Sullivan's going to be taking the reins, and I have a feeling that Garcia is going to have a big position as well, even though she's only a sophomore.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Sosa coming close to an ace, back into her hands. Garcia sets and into the hands of Flaverly, who is going to get a foul call on her. Flaverly looking for the kill there, and that will be another Deltona point. The Wolves chasing by 10. Your Titans up 20-10. Ball is set over to the Titans into the hand of the D's. Garcia hits it to Sullivan. Sullivan gets blocked by Wolf, but the block will fall short after it bounced off the hands of Puckett, and that will lead to another University High School Titan point.
Yeah, that's been the case for this whole set here for Deltona. They've been getting the blocks, but they've just been falling down onto their own side of the court.
That's why this Titan team, they usually have a means of recovery on blocks like that so that they can get that ball back up and over the net.
Yeah, that could be a key for Deltona to get back in this game.
So it's going to actually be set over, something you don't really see a lot. Bumped and spiked by Puckett, who's just going to absolutely destroy the defender there. What a spike out of Puckett.
Yeah, that was too hot to handle for that Titans defense.
Yeah. Minhin just couldn't recover off that spike, so now Deltona will get the chance to serve into the hands of Flaverly. Set by Garcia, and Flaverly setting it over into the hands of Deltona, blocking it, and Puckett looks to spike here. She's going to do a decoy set, and Garcia is going to recover it. And now a Deltona player is down. Back over the net to Garcia. Another beautiful set into the hands of Pinetto. Pinetto spikes it over, and this ball was set in out of bounds. Garcia with a false set, and Puckett doing a lot of the work here, and they're going to have a drop ball there. Nothing they can really do. Puckett just getting worn out chasing that ball.
Yeah, it takes some endurance for these back and forth volleys over and over again. And we've seen some amazing sets from Garcia, and just in spots you really would not expect.
That's why they have the young lady on the varsity team. She's her ability to make those plays is stunning. And there's going to be an ace out of Hall here, the freshman. The Titans, they make interesting moves. They have two freshmen on the court right now in varsity volleyball.
And they're certainly showing why they should be out there.
Out of varsity sports, and this ball is not going to make it over the net out of Hall.
But yeah, no, those freshmen you're talking about are certainly showing why they should be out there, why they should be on the court.
So now Puckett's going to serve. Ball's over into the hands of Chavez. Chavez to Garcia. Garcia to Flaverly. Flaverly with the spike on the Deltona defense, and that was hit by the defender Abby Williams, but she did not manage to get that ball back over the net, and it fell out of bounds. So now Flaverly on the serve here. Your Titans leading 24-13. Ball's up into the hands of Deltona, and Deltona is going to hit the ball 3 times, and it's not going to fly over. So that will be an awesome serve out of Flaverly there, putting your Titans up by 12 and winning them that set. And welcome back to this second set of 5. Your University High School Titans taking the first win there by a rapid margin of 25-13. They're going to look to separate the score even more on this set, and maybe we can get home early here. Some highlights of the game were Garcia, Sullivan, and Flaverly putting together a deadly trio, and we're going to be seeing some new faces here in this second set, as I believe this is Aaliyah Smith coming out to start. We didn't get to see her all that first match, but we're going to be seeing her this second match.
And so, Deltona will serve this set as University serves last set.
And I think I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I believe Deltona has been running a 6-1 tonight, which essentially means that they have one hitter on the court. I've only really been seeing Puckett getting that ball over.
Yeah, so they might want to come out and try some different looks if they want to have a better chance this set. As it is, best out of 5 sets. University leads 1-0. And so we were start off, that ball is up.
And Puckett with an amazing block there to start off this match. And that's going to be a Deltona point out of the start here. I just don't think University was really ready, but let's see if they can bounce back. This is the first time they have led this entire series. Ball is into the hands of Dees. Flaverly sets it. A false set back over to Dees. Flaverly back over the net, and it cannot make it. And the Titans fall 2-0 right here. And you certainly wonder if, with matches like this, if the first set could be a flaw. Because Deltona does boast a better record, but the Titans are going to look to bounce back here. Into the hands of the Wolves. Spiked over and out of bounds, and that's going to lead to the Titans point, making this game 1-2. Here Titans trailing. And now Pinedo is going to check in for Smith. Smith, a long-awaited that start. And now she's going to be taken out here. She does not look too satisfied with the decision, but Garcia is going to bump this over. And it's going to be bumped over by Deltona into the hands of Flaverly. Flaverly to Sosa. Sosa looking to kill, can't get to it. Garcia over to Flaverly, and Flaverly to Sullivan. And Sullivan is going to get the point there, as there was a miscommunication between the libero and Puckett, and the Wolves cannot recover that ball. This is going to be a tie game now. The Titans 2-2.
Yeah, we saw that a couple times last time where they just tapped the ball over and the defense is really not expecting it.
So now Deltona is going to have another miscue here, and that's going to be an out-of-bounds ball, putting your Titans up. And last time the Titans had a lead over this Deltona team, they didn't give it up, so we'll see what happens here. Puckett bumps it up, and it's going to be bumped over by Deltona into the hands of Garcia. Flaverly sets, and Sullivan with another amazing hit over. She has such a light touch on that ball when she wants to, and it really is just a unique skill to have. They practice it all the time, but Sullivan seems to have gotten it down to a T.
Yeah, there's that drop ball to Sullivan, just placing it where the defense just can't get to it.
Now Puckett looks to recover into the hands of Garcia. Garcia to Flaverly. Flaverly back to Sullivan. And Sullivan's going to get a spike on that play. And she's accounted for the Titans' last 3 of 4 points. Sullivan making her name heard once more like she did in that first match.
Yeah, she is certainly a force right in front of the net there. And this will be Garcia with the serve again. And ball's over, tipped up, and it'll be out of bounds. And Titans will now lead 6-2 in this second set.
And like I said, the Titans did not give up the lead last time, and it's not looking like they're going to give this one up either.
Yeah, I think that those first 2 points for Deltona, they said they were just kind of catching the Titans sleeping a little bit.
Now Garcia is going to get an amazing serve here. Deltona managed to get the ball over into Flaverly, over to Pinetto, and Pinetto back to Deltona. That ball's going to be hit from out of bounds and bumped over by Deltona into Garcia. Flaverly drop sets it to Sullivan. Sullivan bumps it over for a free ball. And there's a backward set by Deltona, something we haven't seen tonight yet. Flaverly backward set to Garcia. Garcia bumps that ball over back to Deltona. And it's going to be a long set, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd shot by Garcia. Garcia to Flaverly. Flaverly to Dees. Dees hits the ball over into Deltona. Deltona sets it back over into Pinetto. Pinetto to Flaverly. Flaverly to Sullivan for a bump shot over for a free ball for Deltona. Deltona gets that ball back over. Puckett spikes it. It's going to be blocked by Sullivan to end that amazing stretch of play by the Titans and Wolves there.
Yeah, I mean, what a run there. Even out of both teams, you see, you saw some different looks from both sides. But Sullivan finally able to end that.
Yeah, man, there's a lot more strategy that goes into this sport than a lot of people realize. A little spike out of Garcia there to get the Titans up by 6. Yeah, you don't realize all the mental practice that goes into the sport. A lot of planning to make it just look like poetry in motion, and that ball's going to fall out by Garcia. So now we're going to have Pinetto, Sullivan, Flaverly, Dees, DeSosa, and Garcia checked into this game. Ball's hit over by Deltona into the hands of DeSosa. DeSosa to Garcia. Garcia fake sets it over, and a dig by Pinetto will not be enough, and that will lead to a Deltona point. The Wolves now only trailing by 4.
And so we're going to see if Titans can retain this lead like they did the last set.
And it's going to be Lailani Green falling short on that serve. She's played spectacular tonight otherwise, though, and she's going to check in the libero. This is going to be Kiara Cello. Manhattan is going to serve it over into the hands of Deltona. Deltona gets to Flaverly. Flaverly to Garcia. Garcia. And Sullivan called for the decoy there, but Flaverly did not get the call and wasn't able to get that ball back over. That's what you just saw. Wasn't really a miscue, more of a miscommunication. So going to serve this ball to Flaverly. Flaverly, Garcia. Garcia. Sullivan. Sullivan for the kill, and it's going to fall short. A dig out of Deltona there. Back to Garcia. Garcia. And the decoy you see there out of Sullivan and Flaverly is almost going to work. And Pinetto almost getting a drop shot there. And that ball is going to fall out of the hands of Deltona. Just a miscue out of Donahue there. So now your Titans lead 10-5. An amazing set and decoy by Sullivan and Flaverly there. Chavez serves it over into the hands of Deltona. Deltona libero. And they're going to get that ball over barely. And Flaverly is going to send that ball back to Deltona. Deltona getting it back to University, who's going to hit it up into the roof. Flaverly is going to recover, send it back to the Wolves. Wolves set, pass it over. Flaverly to Garcia. Garcia back to Flaverly, and Flaverly for the kill. What a spectacular series there out of Flaverly. Just playing the ball on every single time it came over the net.
Yeah, like I said last time, you saw that. You saw the absolute power on that ball there out of Flaverly. And like we said earlier, the defense just has no chance to get that.
And Purtell was contesting her and Puckett, the main offenders on this Deltona team. Purtell there hits it to Manhattan. Manhattan to Garcia. Garcia to Pinetto. Pinetto back to the Deltona Defense to Puckett. Puckett back to Pinetto. Pinetto to Garcia. Garcia sets to Flaverly. Flaverly is going to get the kill there. The refs taking a second to make that decision. They're going to say that ball was inbounds.
Yeah, it's definitely a close one there. Just about right on the line almost, it seemed.
And now it's going to be Chavez again. She's a designated server on this Titans team, into the hands of Cello. Cello to another Deltona offender, over back to University. University, Pinetto hits the ball a little too hard there, and it's going to fall out of bounds for the Titans. Your Titans leading 12-6. And that was actually Morgan Noel on the set over. And Puckett is going to make Grace dive for the ball, and it's going to get in the hands of Flaverly, who cannot get under it in time. And that just looked like a trip up by Garcia and Flaverly there. Just not able to get that ball over. So now Deltona trails by 5. Puckett on the serve. And it's going to fall over and out of bounds, and that's going to lead to a Titan score.
Yeah, and so if Deltona wants to stay in this, they have to stop shooting themselves in their own foot. They got to get these serves under control.
Cello to Noel, and Noel, I believe that was Lou York there, who is going to get the kill on the Titans and bring this trailing back to 5. Deltona looking to close this gap just a little bit more. USA chants from the University High School parent section. Chavez is going to receive into Garcia. Flaverly with a little decoy bump over the net, and that's going to be a Titan score out there. Getting a little tricky, Flaverly. And now DeSosa is going to clock in for Manhattan.
Yeah, especially from what we've seen from her tonight. The defense definitely thought she was going to spike that one over. But nope, just a little tap, and hits the ground.
Sometimes that's what gets a trick done. Jeriana looking to ace there into the hands of Green, and that's going to fall out of bounds. Flaverly over the net, and Deltona gets it back to Smith, who checked in. Flaverly hits it to Garcia. Garcia sends it over, something we usually don't see, and that's going to be Pertel on the spike, and that will be University's point after a foul was called on Green there. She got a little too close to that net, and that's going to put your Titans up by 8, the largest lead they've had so far.
Yeah, like you said, Garcia usually the one setting the ball, but instead she was the one to put it over.
And now Flaverly's going to make Deltona dig for it. Chavez bumps it over, but the Titans cannot get to that ball, and that's going to be a Wolves point. And I believe the Wolves just called a timeout. Excuse me, no, there was just a substitution. So now this is Pertel on the Noel on the serve, excuse me. And no one's there for the Titans as Smith and Chavez fight for the dig. And just a little misplacement by the defenders there. And Noel's going to get an ace out of that. Noel on the serve. Over into the hands of Chavez. Chavez to Flaverly. Flaverly to DeSosa. DeSosa bumps that ball over, and the Deltona Wolves will not be able to recover. That was Obermeyer on the dig. She was not successful. And so now Chavez and Caldwell are going to clock out. You have Sullivan and Dees clocking in, accompanied by Smith, Flaverly, DeSosa, and Garcia. Noel makes a good save there, but the ball will be batted out of bounds.
Yeah, that set for Deltona was just not in a spot that they wanted to be in.
And that
the girl that was there just had to hit it out for him.
That was Pertel on the out of bounds shot. Dees to Obermeyer. Obermeyer to Noel. Noel over the net to Dees. Dees, Flaverly, Garcia. Garcia hitting it. And that will be Green on that amazing save. Back to Dees. Flaverly, a back set to Sullivan. Sullivan, a little sneaky shot, and Puckett's going to have to recover. Green over the net again. Flaverly gets it, and she is going to have a drop ball there, unfortunately. And that will lead to a Deltona point on what was a very long series of back and forth.
Yeah, you saw Sullivan do what she does best and just get those little taps over the net, but Deltona was able to recover it.
Donahue playing the middle. That ball's going to be hit over by Pertel. Pertel to Sosa, recovers. Flaverly bumps it over into the hands of Puckett. Puckett to Garcia. Garcia to Flaverly. Flaverly to De Sosa. She looked to get a fake set in there, but she couldn't get that ball over the net, and that's going to lead to another score for the Wolves here. Pertel still back to serve. Your Titans leading 18-12. Pertel on the serve to Garcia. Garcia to Flaverly. Flaverly to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for a kill. Puckett hits it back up. Or Noel hits it back up, excuse me. And Puckett's going to hit that ball out of bounds. Another substitution here. Pinetto coming in for Smith. That's going to be Garcia on the serve. Puckett to Noel. Noel to Green. Green's going to knock that ball out of bounds. Your Titans up 20-12, leading by 8. And 5 points away from a second victory tonight. And Garcia's going to just barely get that ball inbounds. Puckett thought it was going out. Another mistake we've seen on a senior tonight. And your Titans now lead by 9 points. And this is where you start to wonder what this third set's going to be looking like. Your Titans 4 points away from match. And what a spike out of Obermeyer there, but it's not going to get over the net. And the Titans are going to score once again.
Yeah, that was Sullivan again in front of the net, just blocking everything.
So now Noel to Pertel. Pertel over the net to Garcia. Garcia to Flaverly. Flaverly to Sullivan. Sullivan on the kill. And now your Titans are 2 points away from another match. And what an amazing kill by Sullivan there. Garcia on the serve.
Yeah, Sullivan has accounted for quite a bit of the Titans' points this second set.
Now Puckett's going to just barely hit that over into the hands of De Sosa. De Sosa set by Flaverly. Sullivan looks to get another kill, but that is blocked by Green. And Sullivan cannot contest that block. And now Deltona is only trailing by 10. Your Titans 2 away from victory.
Yeah, Green going to send one right back at Sullivan, as Sullivan has been doing to Deltona all night.
Now Green with the power over the net and out of bounds. If Green can just get a grip on her power, man, she can be a great volleyball player.
Yeah, absolutely. Her serves have been a little hit and miss tonight, but you can definitely see the power she has with those.
Now Manhattan clocking in to serve. Gets that ball over the net into the hands of Cello. Cello to Noel. Noel to Pertel. Into the hands of Dees. Dees hits it to Garcia, who hits it to Flaverly, who has an amazing spike. And that was Lou York there on the kill for the Deltona Wolves.
Yeah, so Deltona able to hang on with being down by 10 and on the verge of losing a set.
And that's going to be Deltona's point. Once again, the Titans couldn't get it over the net quite in time, and now Donahue is back to serve again for the Wolves. A little fake set there by Garcia. Garcia's going to get a decoy pass, and that decoy is not going to work out. And now Lou York and Donahue clashing there. Two sophomores fighting for that ball. That's going to be another Titans win. and we will head to the third and maybe final set of the night here. Be back in a sec. A little late, but we are definitely back as the Titans get the first point of the match here. And I believe that was Flaverly on the drop shot. If you did not hear, Ms. Hahn said that the Titans will be traveling to Spruce Creek on Tuesday for their district matchup at 7 p.m. Tickets are $7. We hope to see an enormous Titan family out there as University gets some points off of Noel for a foul shot there. And Garcia is the one serving like she has been doing tonight. A new player on the court, Melissa Rago, checking in as the Titans score their third point after Donahue is going to knock that ball a little out of bounds, a little too much power on it. And So now Garcia takes the serve again, and Puckett on the recovery, but falls out of bounds once more. Your Titans up 4-0.
Yeah, it seems like it's been the case all night, as Deltona just really can't handle even their own serve sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely think balance is a key that this team needs to work on, as the libero Cello cannot get a hammer set there, and the Titans are going to go up by 5 early in this match. It's not looking good for the Wolves here. And Pertel's going to get it over to Garcia. Garcia to Flaverly. Flaverly back to Garcia. And Garcia's going to knock that ball out of bounds for Deltona's first point of this match. They now only lead by 4. And so now this will be Pertel on the serve. That ball's going to hit the net. An amazing serve placement out of Pertel there. And that's going to be a Wolves point.
Yeah, that serve hitting that is actually going to, favor the Wolves. That's just going to barely roll over and drop right down in front of the Titans.
And the block attempt is tried by Puckett there, but she's going to get called for a double hit, which is unfortunately a foul. That's going to lead to a Titans point and giving them the ball back here. Your Titans lead 6-2. Going to be Manhattan on the serve. Grace gets it over into the hands of Cello. Cello to Noel. Noel to Pertel. Pertel back to Manhattan. Manhattan to Garcia. Garcia to Pinedo. Pinedo is going to get blocked to the line by a combination of Green and Puckett. And that's going to be another Deltona score there, putting him down only 3. And let's see if they can do what they haven't been able to do tonight, and that is come back.
Yeah, so that was one of the few blocks that actually went Deltona's way. And that's exactly what we're looking for out of a block, is to get it back on the other side.
Cello knocks it to the fellow libero, Dees to Garcia. Garcia, Flaverly back over to Pertel. Pertel to Puckett. Puckett over the net to Manhattan. Manhattan to Garcia. Garcia to Flaverly for the kill, and she is going to get the spike on Deltona there. That was on the head of Donahue and Lou York. And so now the Titans are going to call for a substitution. Chavez and Caldwell checking in for Dees and I believe Rago. So now Pertel's going to get a bump set over back to Chavez, who was serving. Chavez in Manhattan. Manhattan, Flaverly, who tries for a little false set. But unfortunately, Flaverly is going to fall short there. And your Titans now only lead 7-4. And this is going to be a near ace out of Donahue here. Flaverly not able to dig under that ball. Maybe she should have gone for a pancake shot. But that's going to lead to the Deltona Wolves closing this lead by only 2 for the Titans. And now a beautiful false set by Flaverly there. And that's going to lead to a Titans point. And now they might be able to recover here with Pinedo behind the line.
Yeah, so Deltona able to rack up a couple points there quick on the Titans. But Titans able to respond.
And so now this ball's going to bounce back over to Flaverly looking for the kill. It's going to be crouch shot back over by Pertel. Pertel to Garcia. Garcia to Puckett. Puckett getting that ball back over, and they're going to call a double touch there on, I believe, Brown, Madison Brown, the senior. And so that will be University's point, putting them up 4 and negating all the work Deltona just did. Pinedo falling short on that serve. So now your Titans lead 9-6. This is Puckett serving. Puckett's going to get that ball to Chavez. Chavez can't get the dig. And now the Titans only lead by 2. Deltona has closed the gap once again. Let's see if they can capitalize on this position this time.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Deltona is going to have to do. They're finally getting some serves to go their way. And if they can continue, you can certainly get back in this game, as there's another one for Deltona.
Flaverly and Garcia just not communicating there. And now the Wolves only trail by 1. They look to tie it up here. Puckett starting this comeback. Manhattan, Garcia. Caldwell looking to block, can't get it. And Garcia's gonna do a false set over to, back to Manhattan from Pertel. Manhattan to Flaverly. Dude, I'm stuttering. Manhattan to Jeriana Flaverly there, who's gonna knock that ball out of bounds. And Deltona's gonna make the comeback possible. And they are tied for the first time tonight. Caldwell's going to get that ball over to Cello. Cello to Noel. Back to Cello. Cello bumps it over. A little confusion there by the Titans, but it's going to be drop set by Garcia. Garcia into the hands of Lou York, who's going to get the kill there. And now your Titans fall. For the first time tonight, the Titans have given up a lead, and now Deltona takes it. The Wolves leading 10-9 here, as this set could decide whether we play another or not. Puckett to Chavez. Chavez to Flaverly. Flaverly to Cello. Cello to Noel. Noel back to Puckett, who's going to knock it out of bounds, and they're going to be tied once more. The Titans need to capitalize on the serve right now, as Adianes Perez is checked into this game and was playing a big role on that play just now. Flaverly is going to take the head off of Puckett, and now the Titans take back the lead.
Yeah, there's that speed out of Flaverly serves again. And, you know, I got to say, on those last couple points from Deltona, they looked much more coordinated than they did all night.
Oh, I definitely agree. They looked like they knew what they were doing. They were ready to get that ball over. And now that's going to be Brown, who's going to barely skim that ball, but it's going to be enough to where what would have been an over set ball is now going to be a University High School point. A miscue like that can certainly not happen in a game this tight. Your Titans now leading by 2, 12-10. And Flaverly's going to score another point on the serve. Ever since she came in, Deltona has been left unanswered.
Yeah, and so Deltona's going to need this to at least recover one of her serves here. I guess she's going to keep doing it over and over again, except for that time.
Just can't get that ball over on the net. You wonder if it might be exhaustion. She hasn't really taken a break this entire game, and she's played through all 3 sets now.
Yeah, arm could be getting tired after doing so many serves over and over again.
Obermeyer into the hands of Perez. Perez to Flaverly. Flaverly to DeSosa. DeSosa barely sets that ball over. Back to Noel. Noel to Pertel. Pertel to Perez. DeSosa. Perez again, who's going to knock that ball over. And Caldwell's going to block. And Noel's going to hit it back up to Pertel, who's going to knock that ball out of bounds for a Titan point. And now your Titans lead by 3, as Rago is going to be checking in for Chavez here. It's only the second time we're seeing Rago on the court tonight. And now D's back to serve. D's into the hands of Puckett. Puckett to Noel. Noel to Pertel. Pertel into an empty spot, and that's going to be a kill out of Pertel there. Something she's been doing all night long.
Yeah, and little plays like that have really been keeping Deltona in the set.
They certainly should not be this kept up after the last 2 matches. The Titans blowing them out of the water, but we're seeing a new team here out of the Wolves, and we're hoping that University will be able to overcome this new challenge. So it's going to go over to Deltona, and that's going to be a bad ball out of Green there. Not entirely sure what she was planning on doing, but it seems as though she might be tired, so they're going to be subbing her out for Abby Williams here. And Obermeyer is going to get a dig into the hands of Donahue. Donahue over the net to Flaverly. Flaverly to Rago. Rago with a spectacular hit there, but it wouldn't fall. D's diving for that ball into the hands of Flaverly. Over to Garcia, who's going to bump that ball over. Puckett over to Noel. And you know, ever since that first set, we've been seeing Garcia hitting that ball over more and Flaverly setting it more.
Yeah, after watching that first set, you would certainly think that Garcia, especially after the set she's been having, that she'd be the one standing up in front of the net. But no, she's the one hitting it over.
Yeah, I maybe there was a change in position since it's a special night for the Titans. And the Wolves are going to somehow get that ball over. That was Williams on that bump. And Deltona is looking messy, but they're managing. Flaverly is going to set it, and Rego is going to tap it in, and there's going to be a foul called on Williams, and that is going to put your Titans up 17-12. And this is where the game starts to come to an end here. Your Titans only 8 away from winning. So now Garcia is going to bump it to Flaverly. Flaverly's going to set it. Garcia's going to hit it back over, and that's going to be Pertel on the spike over to Flaverly. Flaverly to DeSosa. DeSosa tries to get that ball to fall. Can't. It's going to be Donahue who's going to get it to Flaverly. Flaverly to the D's. And Flaverly's going to get a chance at that ball tonight. She hasn't seen that in the third set, and she's going to take it, ladies and gentlemen. And that is going to be a spectacular hit out of the senior there, and most certainly the leader on this team.
Yeah, that's the first thing we've seen since those couple serves earlier in this set.
And so now a miscommunication somehow leads to a Deltona point. Puckett and Obermeyer fighting over that ball. But I guess in the end it did work out. The Wolves trailing by 5 per to serve. Pertel in the air. And DeSosa is not going to get the right angle on that ball. And that's going to be another Wolves point. The Wolves only trail by 4 now. They're starting to close that lead a little bit like we saw them do earlier. Unfortunately, they were not able to hold on to it. Your Titans only 7 away from winning it all.
Yeah, Deltona certainly has to get some more plays to go their way if they want to hang on in this match.
And DeSosa with another spiteful angle on the ball, but Pinedo is able to get it over into the hands of Pertel. Pertel to Noel. Noel back set to Williams. Williams over the net to Flaverly. Flaverly to Garcia. Garcia to Pinedo for the spike on Donahue. And Pinedo scoring a huge Titans points there. And DeSosa's going to probably clock out for the last time this game as Manhattan clocks in.
Yeah, that's what we've been used to seeing earlier in the night. Garcia with some nice sets for her teammates.
Yeah, and Pinedo getting a chance to shine there as Manhattan's going to just barely serve that ball over, and that's going to be Deltona's point. The Titans 6 away from winning it all. Now Williams on the serve for the first time tonight. Going to get that ball over into the hands of Dees. Dees to Garcia. Garcia hits it up for Flaverly. Flaverly going for the kill. Blocked by Donahue. Donahue to Noel. And Noel's going to hit it to Pertel. And the Wolves will not be able to get that ball over. The Titans now 5 away from winning it all. And now this is Rego serving for the first time tonight. Melissa Rego in the air. Into the hands of Pertel. Pertel to Noel. Noel to Lou York. And Lou York's going to get blocked by a combination of Pinedo and Caldwell. And that is going to be a Titans point. 21-15, the Titans looking to close this out with Rego in the backcourt.
Yeah, kind of a simple serve out of Rego. She kind of just walks up and hits it over. And it's going to be very effective as she's going to get an ace on that.
What a serve by Rego. That ball, it gets some backspin on it. It's not a floater like we see out of some of the other serves. And her serve might be simple, but it has definitely proven effective as the Titans only a 3 away from a win here. And we are back as the Titans 3 away from taking it all home. Rago still in the backcourt after an amazing ace there. Deltona regrouping. And we're not going to see any changes out of the Titans here as Pertel gets to Noah to New York. New York is going to hit the antenna, and the Titans are going to score once more. Rago destructive. And so now, Titans 2 away from winning. Melissa Rago in the air to Puckett to Noel. Noel back set back to Puckett. Puckett in the hands of Pinetto. Pinetto to Flyverly. Flyverly back to Pinetto. Pinetto sets it over. Sets it into the hands of Pertel. Pertel to Noel. Noel to Puckett. Puckett spikes it in the hands of Rago, who gets an amazing save. Flyverly on the kill. And Puckett not able to get that ball over. What a save by Rago there. As the Titans looking at game point. Now Rago looks to be the savior of this third set, coming in and destroying this Deltona defense.
Yeah, especially because we didn't see much of her earlier. It's amazing to see her basically take the game into her own hands.
And there's going to be Manhattan on the save. Back to Flyverly, blocked by New York and Donahue. Into the hands of Pertel. Pertel to... And Deltona goes out on 4 hits. They didn't count right, and the Titans are going to take it on senior right. Melissa Rago able to pull it off. The consecutive 8 sets of nothing but University High School points. And now we're going to go over to the Senior Night Awards as this happy Titan team is going to celebrate.